Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Tri-Town Ice Arena here in Hooksett, New Hampshire. We got a great one for you. It is Team Dunn with a 2-1 advantage over Team Moundsey. We're at the first intermission, and I am joined by hockey royalty here in the state of New Hampshire. Three young ladies who are actually alumni of this particular game. We have Julia Pellerin, a freshman at Boston College. We have Julia Cabral, a UNH freshman, and Sophia Hausberger, a Merrimack freshman, all Hockey East. Hockey East is well represented here. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us. And we'll start with Julia Pellerin just because you have the microphone, and sharing is caring. We'll kind of share the microphone here. Talk to us a little bit about what it was like playing in this particular game for the first time as compared to where you are now at playing collegiate hockey.
Yeah, actually, Julia and I were just reflecting on that on the bench, how much fun we always had playing in this game, because we would always come back and see our friends that we grew up playing with, and it was the one time in the summer that we all came back together and did the thing that we love, is play hockey. So I always had a blast playing, sometimes winning, sometimes losing, but we always had a great time.
And we'll head to the other Julia. Talk to us a little bit about your time now in Hockey East, playing at the WIT at the University of New Hampshire. Definitely a different animal altogether when you talk about Hockey East and the competitiveness in Hockey East. Talk to us about the differences between playing hockey at this particular level against playing at now at the collegiate level as a young freshman.
Yeah, I think also Julia and I were just talking about this earlier, but a lot of the girls in Hockey East are from around here, so we have a lot of competitive play there where we've grown up playing with each other, we've known each other for a while, and also just we all are from kind of the same area, and so short commute, we see each other a lot, and yeah, it's very competitive, especially compared to this where we come to have fun, you know, we want to be competitive and have fun, but there, we're just trying to win.
Yeah, absolutely. And Sophia, we'll bring it over to you. I know Tom King from the Nashua Telegraph, I think he spoke with you maybe a little bit last year.
Yep.
In terms of where you are now in your hockey journey, how does playing at Merrimack College compare to where you just came from, you know, playing at Worlds and all that kind of stuff? Talk to us a little bit about that experience and then how that translates into the college hockey world.
A lot of the girls that I played with overseas were ex-collegiate hockey players, so I kind of got a feel for the college hockey before getting to Merrimack. So I definitely got a taste of the higher level, and it definitely prepared me well for this first season at Merrimack.
Okay, and Julia, when you talk to these young ladies, you guys are all down on the bench right now tonight, right? Volunteering your time, and I've talked to John Good, and he's mentioned that you guys have said, hey, what about an alumni game? Yeah. And I'm sure that might be on the docket down the road, and would love to see you guys get out there and mix it up a little bit. Talk to us about the message. You can all kind of answer this. Talk to us to the message to the young ladies that you're coaching tonight, you know, what they should be doing to get noticed, what they should be doing to get recruited, what they should be doing, how they should handle their business, especially in a game like this tonight.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of times throughout the summer, showcases are all serious and very focused on how they're going to get recruited for college, but we were talking to our girls on our bench that tonight is about having fun, because you play the best when you're having fun, and making memories, because it's a one-game show, and you go out there with some of the people that you don't know, some people you've been playing with since you were little. So tonight is more about having fun and showing your skills, trying something new instead of, you know, really worrying about people in the stands.
So Julia, is it tough to get that? So you mentioned going out and having fun, right? Is it tough to get the timing down? Because although you may know these young ladies and you have played with them before, kind of knowing where your teammates are, if you're not with them all the time, can be a little bit difficult. Is it tough to kind of mesh when you don't really have any practices with one another, when you really don't play with one another as often as these young ladies maybe have not had the opportunity to play and practice together?
Yeah, I think it is a lot tougher when you haven't been playing with these girls, but I think we experienced it a bit too last year playing, was you kind of just got to focus more on like head up and making good plays. Sometimes maybe I won't even have to look and I'll know someone's there if I played with them, but if you don't, it's important that we're looking up, communicating. It's kind of hard to get out there if you haven't played with these girls, like talking to them and stuff, but that's a big thing to make sure you're communicating and everything just falls into place.
That's a good answer. Sophia, I'm going to bring it back to you. I want to talk about being a college athlete. I was a college athlete myself once at the University of New Hampshire. Go Wildcats, sorry guys. But being a college athlete, you really have to budget your time well. There's academics, there's athletics, which really is like another job. You have a job to do.
Totally.
And in addition, being a student, being a part of the college experience. How do you budget that time? How do you make all of those things work when there's so many demands being asked of you?
Yeah, I was just asked this question the other day, actually, and I answered it. I have a calendar, and I have a time blocked off for literally everything. Every assignment, when it's due, every team commitment I have, but I also have time blocked in there for myself and time to be with friends, because it's like a job, like you said. Every minute of every day is booked, and you have something, so it's important to make sure every minute is spent doing something productive. And yeah.
We're going to piggyback on that question. There's a lot of physical demand asked of you when you're a collegiate athlete, no question about it. Talk about the mental aspect of things. How do you keep your mind right when you've got that term paper, when you've got that midterm exam, when you've got the friends inviting you out, when you know you have practice the next day early? How do you budget all of those things mentally? It's easy to write something down in a ledger, but how do you keep yourself grounded and focused on all of that mental stuff?
Me personally, I have a mindset coach, and I think most teams have somebody on staff dealing with like a sports psychiatrist, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
For me, he's really important in my coaching, in my playing career. But I also use my family and my friends to help ground me and just spitball ideas out, get things out off my chest with them.
Cool.
Yeah. You guys have anything to add?
Yeah. How do we keep ourselves kind of compartmentalized and separating the athletics from the education, from the friends? How are you able to do that?
Obviously, towards the weekend for games, it's important to be very focused on hockey and how you're going to play. But throughout the week, I like to separate myself as two different people, one the athlete and one the student and the friend. So when I go back to the dorm, I try to spend time with people who don't play sports and trying to get to know them and hang out with them, go to dinner with different people. So it's trying to be social, because I think that, like Soph said, every moment of your life is supposed to be productive, but that is one of the most productive things that you can do, is put time into your friends and into your schoolwork, but also just take time to yourself to relax.
Yeah, that's well said. How about you, Julie? What do you think?
I'd say kind of along those lines. I met a lot of people on other teams and stuff through some of my classes, and so I think going off like the school aspect, it was pretty important to me that I was going to like study groups and stuff with them, so kind of reaching out to people in my classes was helpful, and just not always being like hockey, but other athletes, other students at the school, doing some studying with them. And then similar to what Julia said, as it goes into the weekend games, like locking in, being at the rink. But yeah, kind of separating the two.
So for each of you, and well said, and for those of you watching at home that are thinking about playing college athletics or even high school athletics, you can hear how important it is to budget your time, how important it is to take good notes, how important it is to surround yourself with good people and have a good support system, which the three of these young ladies certainly do. Now, we're talking Hockey East, we're talking big-time hockey. What is obviously everyone wants to win that Hockey East regular season, the Hockey East championship, and get themselves into the postseason, make a nice run. What is the ultimate goal, though, for each of you from the hockey standpoint? What are we looking to do here, aside from just the Hockey East stuff? And we can start with, why don't we start with Sophie, and we'll go right down.
I think we have a really unique opportunity now with the PWHL with their inaugural season. So, I mean, I think I can speak for all of us that that's definitely a goal of ours, a dream of ours. For me, I also want to go back to Austria and play on the national team there, hopefully with my sister too. Once she graduates college, we'll actually have 2 years of collegiate hockey together. So hopefully we'll end up on the same team maybe, or play against each other. Yeah.
She's a great player. We watched her in the first one.
Yeah. So, for me, I just want to play hockey as long as I can, and then coach maybe after that, and
awesome.
Bring up the next generation of women's hockey players.
Ladies, the two of you.
Yeah, down the road, definitely the PWHL is the end goal. But for me, as the Boston representative in this group, definitely bringing home a bean pot at some point in my career.
The bean pot, yeah, there you go.
I'd say for me, it's just like making memories that are gonna last a lifetime. Like, I just want to, win that championship, win that game, have those moments with my teammates.
That's really good stuff, and we'll leave it with this as we get back for the second period of action here. What message do you have for young ladies watching at home tonight, or might be watching this on ETV tape delay, who might aspire to be in your position? What would be the message that you give them if they're trying to be the next you someday?
Yeah, my message would just be work hard, have fun, and just focus on yourself, honestly.
Awesome.
I feel like a lot of times we focus on the negative, so I always ask myself, what could go right? Just remind yourself that hockey's a process.
I would say remember your why, take advantage of every opportunity, and don't take anything for granted because it's quick, it's short.
Believe it or not, we did not meet beforehand to go over these questions. We did not throw them softballs. These are three very well-spoken young ladies. Those answers came from the heart, and the reason why they are the way they are is because they think things through. They work hard. They probably had great upbringings. Their families are very proud of them. We're all proud of you here, and we hope we get an opportunity to see you guys play once again. Thank you so much for joining us here on Nashua ETV. Ladies, best of luck to you. You got to get back down and get back to work. All right, that was Julia Pellerin of BC, Julia Cabral of UNH, and Sophia Hausberger of Merrimack. Three freshmen playing Hockey East, and well-spoken.
Don't delay the start of this period. I mean,
hey, listen,
get over there.
did we